Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We talk about all the times when we were doing the snow report, the road report, talk about skiing. Be safe out there. It's all about safety and enjoying the Vail Valley. And I have the man of the hour, Mr. Safety himself, Sergeant Mike Bindle from the Vail Police Department. Lots of things happening, never a dull moment.
They try to keep me busy, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm here with you guys. Thanks for letting me judge the cookie contest.
Hey, it was
Hopefully,
a
I get a
pleasure.
cookie here in a little bit.
You can take them all.
I just want one.
You got some new garb on, I see.
Yep. So we got new uniforms. We just got these about 2 weeks ago. And, this is an outer vest carrier, and this is a lot easier on our back. So most of the officers seem pretty happy about everything. So everything's working out well.
I can't
our backs are
imagine
feeling
the
better.
weight and everything that goes along with that. A lot of technology, I'm sure, that makes it more flexible, lightweight, and still provide the safety that.
Yep. Now, everything used to be on our hips, so now it's spread out a little bit through our back and our chest and everything like that.
Right.
So it's definitely much more comfortable, and everyone likes it, so can't complain.
Yeah. Well, what things are happening at the police department?
Got a couple things going on. So this Friday we have a coffee with a cop. We're partnering up with Yeti's Grind from 8 to 10 a.m. So we'll be out there answering questions, talking to people. We're going to have hot chocolate and coffee. So come out and see us, and we'll have a conversation.
Perfect. What kind of conversations usually exist in those?
A lot. Well, some of the time it's about skis being stolen, things like that.
Right.
Sometimes stuff gets stolen from cars, so we encourage people to lock up their cars. And
Right.
Some of the time it's about people speeding through their neighborhoods and things like that. So
Right.
Sometimes it's those small things, and sometimes it's a bigger thing. So we're just there to have a conversation and kind of see what pops up.
Yeah, and it's dangerous, especially now, speeding through those neighborhoods because those streets, those roads with the warm weather, it's icy right now. Everything melted off and it's frozen back up again.
Yep, and then some of the streets in Vail just don't get a lot of sun depending on where they are,
Yeah.
so that makes it kind of tough. Even though it might be, dry for a couple of days, some of those roads just don't get a ton of snow or a ton of sun. So
Yeah.
it just takes a little while, and we just ask people to slow down and just be careful.
Yep. So the safety on, if you got something in your car, probably put it in the trunk or get it out of eyesight. That way it doesn't entice someone to break in.
Unfortunately, we're right on the I-70 corridor, so I think thieves understand what's going on. They can come up from Denver, either east or west of us, and
Right.
they kind of just dip off the highway and try to figure out what's easy stuff there. So if we make it more difficult and lock up our cars, I think that's the best thing. Like you said, taking the stuff inside, hiding those keys, hiding those bikes, put them inside, just making it more difficult is the best way to go.
And I know the Vail Police Department is very proactive in helping people with their skis and their snowboards, registering things. You can go online and do that, I believe.
Yep, you can go onto our website, vailgov.com, follow the prompts and things like that. It's super easy. I've done it myself, so if I can do it, I think anybody else can figure it out. So it's, if once you register all your stuff right there, then we'll send you a couple stickers that you can put on your skis or snowboard to kind of let the thief know that these are registered and maybe you should try something different.
Yeah. Now with the police department, there's different designations. You're a sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
Where does it start? What are the different categories that you have at the Vail Police Department?
So we have code enforcement, which is what I started. So I started as a code enforcement officer, which is basically going around enforcing parking. Load and delivery is a big thing here in town. So there was a little bit of time before I started the academy. So I was a code enforcement officer for 6 months, and it was a great job, and I loved it. So code enforcement, then we have patrol, so patrol officers who work the road, things like that. We have sergeants, and then we have a detective bureau. So we have 2 full-time detectives and a detective sergeant. So they kind of handle more of the cases that are a little bit bigger. The car break-ins, the Cadillac converter thefts. Some of those cases that take a little bit longer. So the patrol officers just take the initial case. So if something happened, then we just take the initial case, and if it's more involved, then we turn it over to the detectives.
Gotcha. Now there's big news with the chief. Henninger, he's retiring.
Yep, he's leaving us. We're all sad, but he's moving on and trying something different. And like I said, we're going to miss him a lot.
And he was in Vail 21 years. How long in law enforcement total?
I believe it's 43 years.
Unbelievable.
So that's quite a long time, and he's been doing it since he was about 3 years old, I think, what he tells us.
It's a long time to serve the community, which all the law enforcement does, and that's one thing we've got to appreciate and really get out there and show that gratitude, because that's what you do. You serve the community out there, making things safe, helping everybody here in the Vail Valley.
Thank you. It's a great job. I love it. I can't complain. It's a lot of fun.
Now, how long have you been in the Valley?
I've been in the Valley probably 24 years. After college, I graduated, came out here. I worked retail before this, and then I became a cop, and I've been a cop for 14 years now.
Wow, nice. Well, we appreciate everything you do
Thank you.
for the area. obviously need all the law enforcement out there we can get to help keep everybody safe, because that's the topic out here. Stay safe, enjoy the Valley, and that's what it's about.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming in this morning and offering us some suggestions and tips on keeping ourselves safe, keeping our belongings safe, locked up and secure.
Yep.
We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.